Good morning. Well, it's finally here. After months and months, after several years, it seems like of campaigning, we finally have reached Election Day. It's hard to believe that more than 90 million Americans have already voted. But I know that millions more will be going to the polls today, just as I will be doing, having that opportunity to cast our vote. And I do think it's such an important thing that every person accept their civic responsibility and that we go vote. Now, on Sunday, I told you a little bit about John Wesley and his 3 rules for voting. What I think is important to understand is that John Wesley never told his people how to vote or who to vote for. What he simply told them was, how do you go about the process of voting? He didn't want to tell them who it is you vote for, but how do you go about the process? It was actually in his journal back on October the 6th, 1744, that he made the notation, and I want to read you what he said. I met those in our society who had votes in the ensuing election, and I advised them. These were parliamentary elections that were coming up. Never forget, John Wesley was a strong person who believed in the monarchy. He loved King George. And he felt this experiment these people were clamoring about over here in the United States was not a wise thing. But he did believe in voting, and he did believe in parliamentary elections, and he did support King George. But to those who could vote, he said, 1, vote without fee or reward for the person that you judge most worthy. Vote without fee or reward for the one you think is most worthy. 2, speak no evil of the person that you have voted against. And 3, take care that their spirits are not sharpened against those who voted on the other side. What great rules for voting. And I know that what we're going to see today and throughout the rest of this week is a whole lot of people who don't do what John Wesley just suggested. And I can't change what everybody else is doing, but you and I do control what we do. We can choose how we are going to go through this process. And I would like to believe that we are going to take a higher road, that we're going to be the people who work to help bring us together as a country rather than continue to divide us between them and us. 3 rules for voting. I hope you have exercised your right. I hope you will exercise your right, but then we will choose how we're going to treat each other during these coming days. And you and I can make some wise decisions about how we go about the voting. I was reading about Archbishop William Temple. He was the Archbishop of Canterbury back in the 1940s. And obviously being there in England was a very difficult time, a tumultuous time for their country. But Archbishop Temple, was an amazing man, a man of great faith, a man who brought great leadership. And when they were talking about elections there in England, and there was so much angst about what they should do, it was Bishop Temple who said, if we will choose wisely, God reigns. And if we fail to choose wisely, God still reigns. Just remember this week, no matter what happens, God reigns. And you and I can choose to live in a spirit of love towards one another. Congratulations. Go out and make it a great day.